Welcome to Health Coach for Women, a podcast where we explore alternative and holistic solutions to better health and wellness through intentional living. Now, here's your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker.
Welcome back, guys. It is so good to be back. Last week, I did not record, so my apologies. I believe I had the flu. So, which I still believe I got from my husband because, like I said, he coughed in my face and that was all she wrote. It was at night. He was asleep. He didn't mean to do it, but that was all she wrote, guys. So I was really had the flu, and I'm not one to get sick that often. So it was crazy for me because I'm like, okay, it's been over a week here, and why am I still sick? Right. So I was like, and then I started getting chills. So I was like, no, this is more than a cold. This is something totally different. Okay. Aches and pains. And so that leads me to this topic. All right. On nature's flu fighter, ginger lemon water. So I want to talk about that. But before I go ahead and jump right in, go ahead and hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It is good to be back. It is good to feel better. I hate being sick. I don't like being sick. So, and it's not like I get sick that often, but when I do, it's like, man. All right. For me, when I had COVID, back when COVID came out, I wasn't even sick like this. It was like I had a cold, little coughing, little sneeze, and that was it. This wasn't like I had COVID. But anyway, it's good to be back. I'm so glad to be back. So I want to go ahead and jump right in. All right. Of course, I always have a quote for you. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and give you that quote. Soothe, heal, and hydrate while you elevate. Let ginger lemon water fuel your wellness journey. And that's by me. All right. So I've taken a personal liking to this topic, typically because I experienced it and went through this. Right. So, okay, let's jump right in. Oh, also, I didn't give you guys another update, which I forgot. Another update is during this whole time that I was sick, we finally got called to close. Okay, they just told us, we got to close today. Okay, so my husband had to get a relief from work so that he can take off to do the closing. So, and they said, I think my husband asked, we're at work, can we get another day? Oh, if we don't close today, it could delay the process and you may have to start the whole process all over again. This whole thing has been a real journey. That's another topic for another time. I'll talk about that later. I don't want to bash too much, but I'm just happy we're finally in the new home now. All right, why ginger lemon water? All right, I'm going to go over and a breakdown with that. So in today's episode, we're going to dive definitely into the incredible benefits of ginger lemon water. It's a simple yet a powerful drink that has been used for centuries in holistic practices. And we're going to explore this natural elixir because it supports digestion, immunity, detoxification, and inflammation. All right. It makes it a must-have that you should definitely want to have as part of your wellness routine. So again, why ginger lemon water? All right. It contains several key ingredients and with nutritional benefits. And I'm going to go ahead and mention some of these now. Ginger, but the name is zingiber, and I don't know if I'm saying it correct, guys, officinale. All right. So this is packed with bioactive compounds that contribute to its powerful benefits. And we have the key ingredients and their benefits, gingerol, right? So the name ginger, the name is, what I just mentioned to you was Zingiber. I don't know if I'm saying it right, officinale. All right. So that is ginger. That is the other name for it. So ginger, it contains gingerol. Okay. And again, is a primary bioactive compound in fresh ginger, which is responsible for a spicy taste. All right. It has so many benefits. It helps with inflammation and antioxidants, helps reduce muscle pain and soreness after exercise. And not just after exercise, when you have the flu, right? When you have the flu, I was achy. My neck, from my head to my neck, shoulders, shoulder blades going down to the center of my back, full of aches and pains. Okay. So shogaol, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Again, shogaol, shogaol. All right. It's a compound formed when ginger is dried or cooked, making it more potent than gingerol. All right. Again, benefits: provides pain relief and reduces inflammation, supporting with brain health, helping prevent neurodegenerative diseases. It can even help with nausea and motion sickness more effectively than fresh ginger. Wow. That's something. What's the name of that? This is shogaol, and this is when it's dried or cooked. Okay, so that's what that's saying. All right. Gingerol, all right, is another active compound formed when ginger is heated. So maybe some benefits in heating. You don't want to boil it to boil out the nutrients, but to just heat it up some. Okay, so it might be better to take it, heat it up. So gingerol, another active compound formed when it is heated, giving it a sweeter taste. Benefits: anti-diarrheal properties. Okay, making it effective against stomach infections. So sometimes when you're sick with the flu or COVID, right? Sometimes you can get diarrhea. So taking ginger can be helpful for diarrhea as well. All right. And those stomach infections. Now, it does support gut health by balancing the microbiome. Okay. And it aids in digestion, and it helps with indigestion. So if you're feeling that indigestion, heartburn, it can help with that. It acts as an antioxidant, protecting the body from oxidative stress. Okay. Now, another ingredient is paradol. So it's a lesser known compound, but it still has a powerful antioxidants with anti-inflammatory effects. It helps in cancer prevention by reducing oxidative damage. Okay. And it may support weight loss by boosting your metabolism. I'm sorry, guys, if you hear that in the background, that is the fan blowing on the with the heater that heats the house there. So there's a vent there, so I apologize if you're hearing that. Now, essential oils. There are volatile oils in ginger, including zingiberine, bisabolene, and boniol. Okay. Benefits in these promotes digestive health by increasing saliva and bile production. They have antimicrobial properties that fight harmful bacteria and fungi. Also supports respiratory health by relieving congestion and cold symptoms. So it opens you up. All right. And I'm going to get into that in a moment, like taking the ginger and how you should take it. All right. But I just want to tell you what it has and these things that it has and how beneficial it is. Fiber and minerals. They contain dietary fiber such as magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B6. Okay. Now, the fiber promotes gut health and aids in digestion, like I mentioned before. Magnesium and potassium supports heart health and lowers blood pressure. Okay. I remember my mom used to drink ginger. She will boil some fresh ginger. She'll boil it for a little bit, and she'll drink it just like that. Vitamin B6. helps in energy production and brain function. Okay. And when I say boil, I mean you bring it to a boil. You put the ginger in there and you bring it to a boil. So you don't want to have it boiling for a very long time, because that's how you weaken the nutrients, right? Because as you remember, one of those ingredients in there, which I think is started with an S, it actually works better when it's heated, right? That's that shogaol. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Okay. All right. So now again, the benefits is boosting the immune system. Okay. Let's talk about, wait a minute. Let's talk about the lemon part, right? Because we're having the ginger and the lemon. Let's talk about the lemon. All right. So it's high in vitamin C. We know that it's alkaline, right? It's acidic, but when it gets in the body, it is alkaline. It's acidic in nature, but once it's in the body, it becomes alkaline. Okay. High in vitamin C, which strengthens the immune function and helps the body fight off infections. All right. We already know that ginger contains the antimicrobial properties that can combat what? Viruses and bacteria, helping to prevent and reduce flu severity, right? So should I have been probably drinking this on a regular basis during this time in flu season? Yes. Was I? No. So shame on me, right? Shame on me, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and give myself some grace, only because we were going through a lot at the time with this whole thing with moving and just a lot going on, right? A lot going on. So reduces inflammation and relieves aches. Ginger, rich in gingerol and shogaol, if I'm saying it correctly, have strong anti-inflammatory effects. It helps to ease body aches, joint pains, and sore muscles caused by the flu. And the lemon contains antioxidants that help reduce the oxidative stress and support recovery. We also know that the lemon helps to soothe the sore throat and the cough. The ginger acts as a natural expectorant and helps break up the mucus and relieve congestion. Its warming effect soothes the throat irritation. All right. Lemon, again, antibacterial properties help kill the germs in the throat, reducing pain and inflammation. Warm water helps keep the throat moist and prevents further irritation. That's why they tell you that you should kind of drink it. You should drink it warm, right? A little warm.
If you are struggling with health issues like chronic pain, being held back by past traumas, or feeling overwhelmed and hopeless, please know there is hope. There is help. Transcendence, a woman's guide to healing and self-love for better health, happiness, and abundance, is a blueprint to help you get your life back and reclaim your health. Within its pages, you'll learn how to elevate your existence by shifting your mindset toward the positive, focusing your energy on what's really important, using gratitude to feel deep appreciation, changing your gene expression through epigenetics, building resilience, and living in a state of flow. Feeling love overflow within. Go beyond an ordinary life. Transcend. Buy it now.
All right. And so ginger acts as a natural decongestion, helping to open up the airways and relieve sinus congestion. It also has antiviral properties that may help fight the flu virus, right? Which we know that it does. The lemon helps loosen up the phlegm, clear the mucus, build up up in the respiratory tract. Hydrates and detoxifies the body. Warm water with lemon and ginger helps maintain hydration, which is crucial for flushing out those toxins and reducing fever. Lemon's electrolytes. What are those electrolytes? Potassium and magnesium, which helps to balance fluids and prevent dehydration. All right. So also it helps in aid in digestion and reducing the nausea. Ginger is well known for reducing nausea and stomach upset, which are common flu symptoms. Lemon stimulates digestive enzymes, helping the stomach process food and relieving bloating. Number 7 is provides natural energy and help reduce fatigue. Now I was feeling all of this stuff. Aches, pain, fatigued, right? Because I had no energy to do anything. No energy to do anything. Ginger and lemon antioxidants combat oxidative stress and help restore energy levels during recovery. So how often should you be taking this? If you don't have the flu and you're in the area that they have flu season, you should definitely start taking some, right? If you don't have time to take it in the morning, you can take it at night when you come home and warm it up a little, right? It's best to take it warmed up a little. So again, now how do you make this, right? You get your fresh clove of ginger. You could get a fresh clove of ginger, right? About maybe one inch piece, fresh ginger. Slice it. I sliced mine, and I squeeze a half a lemon, right? So I use about an inch a piece of ginger, as much as I want. Sometimes I added a little bit more, right? And I added some lemon to it. Now you can use warm water, not necessarily boiling water, but warm water. You can use, if you don't want to use warm water, you can use coconut water. Again, the coconut water comes with electrolytes. You can use coconut water, right? You can add honey if you wanted to, but this time I said I was going to be brave and I didn't add any honey, right? So I took it with just the ginger, the lemon, and some water. And I'm telling you now, no, it does not taste good, okay? It does not taste good at all. I didn't enjoy it. So right after I drank, I had to drink a little bit of juice behind it because it just was so gross. I called myself being brave. I said, I'm going to knock this thing out. And so I didn't add any honey to it. If you can't bear it alone and you just can't take it like the way that I took it, just a plain old ginger and a lemon with some water, add some honey to it. Okay, add some honey to it. Again, it's best to drink it in the morning, right, to help boost your immunity and reduce those flu symptoms, helps open you up. And it's good to take it before bedtime, right? So you could get that relaxation and better sleep. Now before I was taking it, I had a hard time sleeping because my neck and everything was hurting. It was hurting just where it was so uncomfortable. You know, it was just that uncomfortable. Okay, so you might want to take it in the morning, before bed. And if you can take it throughout the day, if you make maybe if you use the whole ginger, I don't know how much your bullet or your blender or whatever, you can make a full container's worth or jar or whatever. You could take it throughout the day too, all right? And if you have to add that honey, you add that honey to help relieve that congestion and to help open you up and to help loosen up that mucus, okay? So again, ginger lemon water is a simple yet highly effective flu remedy that helps boost immunity. All right. And so I've been taking it now and it's been very, very helpful. Okay. Very, very, very helpful. Now, if you have achy joints, right, or arthritis or things like that, it can help with that. It can help with the pain, right? But you have to take it on a regular basis. Okay. Now, some people may not be able to take the ginger. Okay. Now, again, some people may not be able to take ginger, right? And who are those people? So people with bleeding disorders or on blood thinners, okay, because ginger does have a natural blood thinning properties and it can increase the risk of bleeding, all right? So individuals with hemophilia or other bleeding disorders may not be able to take ginger, all right? So those taking an anticoagulant medication such as warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel, I hope I'm saying that correctly. People with gallbladder issues or gallstones. And why? Because the ginger stimulates bile production, which can worsen the symptoms in people with gallstones. Okay? People with acid reflux, GERD. Ginger can increase stomach acid or may worsen heartburn, acid reflux, or GERD in some individuals. Those with chronic reflux or sensitive stomach. People with low blood pressure on blood pressure medication. Okay, let me repeat. People with low blood pressure or on blood pressure medication, because ginger can lower blood pressure. And this is why it's a natural way for people who are hypertensive to take ginger. So if ginger naturally lowers the blood pressure, why do you need hypertension medicine? It's just a question, right? I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't, but this is a way to lower your blood pressure by taking ginger. Okay. So I told you, my mother used to drink ginger water, right? You should take it. And it helps lower the blood pressure. Again, but people on hypertension meds, it can lead to dizziness or fainting. All right. Also, people who are on beta blockers or calcium channel blockers or diuretics like Lasix, right? Those who already have low pressure, hypertension, if you already suffer or deal with hypotension, you may want to refrain from taking ginger, right? Because you're on these medications. People with diabetes on medication, right? Ginger can lower your blood sugar levels, right? Which can cause hypoglycemia. So I have to put these little disclaimers out there, right? So when you're combining this, if you're a diabetic and maybe you feel like you just don't want to take your meds anymore, I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't, right? There are people who have come off their diabetic medications for type 2 diabetes, right? And no longer take medication, but they regulate their blood sugar levels, okay, by changing their diet, So ginger can naturally lower your blood sugar levels, all right? So individuals taking insulin or other diabetes medications such as metformin or glipizide, it can affect that, right? Lowering the blood sugar. Pregnant women, especially in late pregnancy, why ginger is often used for morning sickness. Excessive amounts may increase the risk of miscarriage or premature contractions. Pregnant women in their third trimester they are the ones that are affected. Those with a history of pregnancy complications, okay, should probably restrain from ginger. People were scheduled for surgery. Why? Due to its blood thinning effects. Okay. Ginger may increase bleeding. It may increase bleeding risk during and after surgery. So anyone who is scheduled for surgery or major dental procedure should stop consuming ginger at least 2 weeks before. And I think they even tell you that with I think it's a green tea or something. It's one of those things. But but overall, ginger, if you don't have any health complications or taking medications, you got to know what you're taking. You need to know what medicine. If you're on blood thinners, right? If you're pregnant in your third trimester, if you're on metformin, hypotension, if you have low blood pressure and you're on medication, you don't need to take this, right? If you're taking those things. If you want a more holistic way of coming off of those things, it is possible. If you are someone who believe in having a more interrelated alternative medicine, or where you can combine traditional with natural holistic practices, that is possible as well, right? So again, ginger is a powerful natural remedy for people with, people with specific medical conditions. Consult with your doctor, right? But it helped me with the flu. It has helped. Right. My niece is the one that actually told me, go ahead and take it without you don't put any honey in it. Right. Just drink it just like that. I said, what? That was my answer. I did a Cat Williams. What? Okay. So because I'm always putting my little honey because I don't like the taste of the nasty, bitter taste. I just don't like it. But I did it. I toughened up and I did it. Okay. All right. So, but if you can't take it, then you add some honey. All right. Those are my final thoughts. Stay healthy, stay well, take your ginger water, add honey if you need to, take it in the morning or midday or at night or throughout the day. Remember, if you have bleeding disorders, you don't want to take it, right? Because it can increase the risk of your bleeding because it acts as a blood thinner. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You may hear that I'm still slightly congested, but I'm nothing like I was before. You guys just don't know. It was horrible. I might be a little dramatic, but I'm back. And so hopefully next week I'm here. We're in the new house now. We're getting things together. We're still unpacking. Well, we unpacked for the most part, but still getting furniture together and getting things in order. So hopefully I can have some video for you next week. If he can put my desk together for my office, that will be great. That will be great. All right. But I'm going to keep hope alive on that one. And until next time, Have a great and fabulous week. And until next time, I'll see you then. Remember, if you like this episode, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Health Coach for Women with Marsha Roopchand-Walker. If you've enjoyed this episode, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.